probably save this.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, grab the ones that will take me ages to drill half. Love that translate there.
And it's better than
Yeah, but it's where it's like, hey, look, it has a card player.
it really irritates transparency. Sticking out there. You copied it, there's like a row of squares.
Oh,
That's the sort of thing you don't notice until about halfway through and you've already drawn everything. It
yep.
just gets in the way. What? The stream?
What's happened? The stream's still up for me. I think Ditto's just gone.
Rest in peace. The absolute mad lad, he actually went to horny jail.
Okay. So for this one, fusing Chandelier with Will-O-Wisps.
Oh.
Glad I did that well, didn't I? Because they both eat souls, and I've had this on here purely because I wanted to draw this aesthetic, alright?
I actually found, I think I drew her once in my webcomic. I actually found Chandelier a really awkward Pokemon to draw. Just because of all the little twiddly bits.
But that's the thing, I'm not drawing Chandelier, I'm drawing Chandelier as a wisp. This one will invariably look better once I actually get around to putting some shading on it. Since, you know, it's literally just fire. Not that.
I need to put the Chandelier's face on it.
Yeah, I'm planning to. Just making it a wee bit bigger to be able to fit in.
I feel like this guy evolves from just a single like flame into like 2 flames and then 4 flames.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Baymax.
That will eat your soul.
Like Baymax wearing like skeleton makeup.
Focus on literally anyone who can successfully draw circles.
They have circle drawing championships. I know we were like originally thinking of these as like D&D creatures, but I can imagine this as a regional variant of Chandelure.
Yeah, I can see it. This is what Chandelure was like before chandeliers were invented.
Oh yeah. Hang on, what does Chandelure's Pokedex say?
It eats souls.
Sorry, I'm. There we go. There's your stream back. The fastest way to close down Windows also brings that down. And I have many. Oh yeah, you can play a Chandelure in Pokken. Oh no, it's. This Pokemon haunts dilapidated mansions. It sways its arms to hypnotize opponents with the ominous stancing of its flames.
Oh yeah, it's the pre-evolution of this that hangs out at hospitals waiting for people to die.
Well, it says in homes illuminated by Chandelure instead of lights, funerals were a constant occurrence.
Oh yeah, it still eats people's souls, but Lampent, I want to say it is, uh,
Yeah.
his Pokedex entry is literally just this Pokemon hangs around hospitals waiting for people to die.
The spirit absorbs fuel its baleful fire. It hangs around hospitals waiting for people to pass on. See, here's the thing. Like, if this was like a real world context, and that was like an animal that fed off death, it would absolutely hang out near hospitals.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It just becomes like a pest. They have to put out like lampant traps because they keep hanging out outside the hospitals and encourage you to die indoors so that you don't feed and encourage them. Though they are very comforting for like the old ladies who like to sit on a park bench. They're not quite there yet, but they get a bit of a taste of the death, so they just sort of sit with the old ladies going. I'm trying so hard to think of more analogies. In the Pokemon of the Year poll held by the Pokemon Company in 2020, Chandelure was voted the most popular Generation 5 Pokemon. It was also the 18th most popular Pokemon overall.
Huh.
They must be like really popular in Japan or something then.
Where is a cool Pokemon?
Yeah. I didn't realize it was so popular. I like its. I like how its shiny form as well is just normal fire.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like an inverse Rapidash.
it's such a shame because it is such a cool like shiny, but the original version just looks better, and that's the problem with like a lot of shinies.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about it. I kind of want to make a world that's like ghosts are just like they just hang out. Like maybe there's creatures that eat ghosts and things like that. Okay, I want to make a short story about this. Apparently, I have to make a Zion for my comic. This could be a good idea.
I was thinking if you're doing a story that has like where ghosts are a thing, there's creatures that eat ghosts. That's how you end up with a killer whose whole motivation is he has one of these things that eat ghosts as a pet, and he's just feeding it.
It's like I'm imagining like maybe some of them, yeah, like sort of shadowy ghosts. They can't quite communicate and whatnot with the people they love, but they just sort of chill out with them, and they sort of represent people's ability to let go. I need to start taking notes.
Well, to be fair, anything you say just now is going to be recorded, so
Good point. Remember, put out the bins. I'm gonna just be like watching over this video in like a few weeks and be like, oh shit! I just glance over and the bin's just full. I feel like the fact that I've just written this on the same page as I've got a bunch of doodles of Ghost Vegas. I'm not going to remember that this is a distinct idea. Whatever. I wonder if
there's a.
they're. Sorry, you go.
I was just thinking, like, in terms of like fitting this into a campaign, this would probably be like a Wisp Lord or something. In which case, we have to make it even more broken than a regular Will O Wisp and give it like 35 decks or some shit like that. Since a regular Will O Wisp has 28.
Yeah, like the wisp would lead you towards it, just into the middle of the forest. And then suddenly all
Yeah.
the wisps just turn into one big thing.
Hey, you're talking about taking notes. I'm gonna have to now.
I wonder if there are like actual mythological creatures. Okay, fine, I'll homebrew that.
No, this is my homebrew. Get your own.
Mom said it's my turn with the homebrew. If you both homebrew it and get them to fight against each other, that's the only fair way to do it. Hello, cat. Oh no, she's still asleep. I think she just perked in her sleep. God, this is making me want to sit down and just design loads of creatures now. I've got a bunch of like Fakemon that I designed years ago that have just been sitting in my to-do folder.
I get that. Just you have an idea and you're like, I should really do something with this.
But drawing's hard. Or at the very least, it takes effort, and having effort to do stuff is hard. I got a plant, and I don't know what kind of plant it is, but the smell and texture remind me so much of like lettuce, and I'm so tempted to like eat one of them to see.
Test whether or not they are lettuce.
The plant. So that might not be the smell of lettuce, that might just be generic plant smell.
Yeah, I think I'm quite happy with how that looks. I'll give it some proper kind of spooky shading at some point.
Give it a spooky dark background.
Yeah, when it's not 10 minutes to go on the stream. God damn it, hang on. Just realized that I'd done all that drawing on the same layer as the picture of the will-o-wisps.
You mean the thing that I said it sure would suck if that happened earlier?
Yep.
Digital art, folks! Digital art
Well,
is just constantly
except when it's
getting
not.
a long layer.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. But Jinx is a different Pokemon that didn't come up today. And you should be glad it didn't come up today, because I would have drawn it so cursed.
Yeah, it wasn't even on the list.
Good.
Um, yeah, hang on. We'll go over the ones we didn't do today. Since well, we did 7 of them. So we'll go over the leftovers from
Would it
Ross's
not
list.
make more sense to save them for another time in case we want to do this again?
Could do. We could
Or we could.
also rebuild another list.
Fair
But yeah,
enough.
we'll save them. I'd definitely be down to do this again. We've spent a lot of
Just
time together.
teasing the poor chat.
I just tease chat. Most of the chat is my players. They know what I'm like.
Yeah, this is like a cool idea. We should do it again. It would be nice to do it with more artists as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. If we could, that'd be great. Um, yeah, as you can probably tell from the like leap in quality my drawing took from the first to the second drawing I did. It's like I'm obviously I'm not good with drawing people. I'm so much more comfortable drawing monsters.
I mean, if you get a bit more practice and get a bit more used to drawing on Photoshop as well.
Yeah.
But I know like the feeling when you're using a program and it's just not working quite like you expect. It's like you're going against the grain sometimes. Or maybe that's not how you're feeling it, and I'm just putting words in your mouth. I don't know.
It's fairly accurate. It's just that kind of thing of like it always looks just off when I draw people in my mind.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I even I still struggle with people.
like I've accomplished maybe three drawings of people that look decent. Two of them were basically kind of duplicates of pre-existing drawings, and yeah, you beat me at homebrewing stats for it because I'm in the middle of a stream.
No, you have to homebrew it on stream.
I was in the middle of drawing it.
You mean you can't multitask homebrew D&D monsters and I think like I've more or less specialized in drawing figures at this point, but it's still something I struggle with a lot, and I tend to use, unless it's just a really basic pose, I will use references, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But
Uh,
but
that's another
as
thing. Like one
frustrating
of the
as it is, at the end of the day, it's all about practice.
like one of the only like completely done by myself drawings of a person that I'm in any way content with. It's a fire genasi whose face is just spewing fire, so you can't see most of it.
That's the trick. Or you made the art and she made the stat block.
Who can make a stat block?
Sorry, I keep forgetting. So it's
And
getting close to 10 o'clock, so we
yeah,
should wrap it up now.
well, we've done a like I said, we got through 7 of the 20 that we had, so
Mostly because I like drawing shitty stuff.
well, you say that, but I'd say the Caterpie Remoras was probably one of the coolest things drawn tonight.
See, I either take absolutely ages when I'm drawing, or I can just it out, just no problem.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun streaming with you. I apologize if I'm not as being as high energy as I usually am, because I got stabbed the other day. Uh,
Uh, Anti-disease drugs, I assume.
yeah, it was good. It was lawful good stabs, but stabs nonetheless.
Yeah.
Okay, story time. I was like going down the road yesterday, and there was like a plant sale on at the Union, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, I want plants, and I was so excited. But I was like, I should uh, I should do something to like earn these stabs plants, and then I saw there were the
I should do something to
vaccinations, and
earn these stabs.
Like I've been meaning to get vaccinated for a while, and I was just gonna originally I was just gonna ask about it, but then it was like, yeah, it's an hour wait, and I was like, I guess I'll get over and done with. So I went in, got the stabby stab done, but I guess I felt really sick afterwards, and I guess I looked really concerning because the nurses wouldn't let me leave for like an hour, and by the time I got out, it was just after 7 o'clock, and the plants closed at 7 o'clock,
Oh,
and I was on the verge of tears on the way home.
oh no, that's awful.
But then I found out the plant sale was on again today, so everything
Oh,
is good in the world.
that's something. But no, I'm very happy with how this went. Um,
Yeah, I need to do some of these up a bit more.
yeah, I will as well.
But saying that, it'd probably just be like the other ones where saying that most of these I did actually end up adding color to, so there's not really much else I can do.
The wee guy down in the corner.
No stream, only friend. Obey friend. This is my. We need. One of you nerds homebrew this guy. Okay, so we wrap it up.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you everybody for
Hi.
watching.
Thank you for watching.
General
Glad
outro 001.
glad you enjoyed it. And since this did seem to go down well, we'll definitely have to see if we can do it again in the future.
Bye.
Bye bye.